So what's up, everybody? It's your boy Jonathan back at it again, and I wanted to talk to you about trying to solve your own problems by taking notes and using what I call a casebook. So a casebook is just a notebook where you jot down your ideas and things that are going on, and you put them all together and you try to solve problems. You just write down things, and like I said, you put them together and you try to solve problems. And it comes from this old school TV show in the 90s. Basically, these kids were like junior detectives, and stuff would happen at school where it'd be like, oh, kids are getting their backpacks stolen. Oh, somebody's stealing burritos from the beanery or some stupid stuff. And so then they would go out there and find clues and write them down in their notebook and put them together and get the answers to whoever was stealing burritos out the cafeteria, like whatever. That was what they were doing. And so, I kept that concept through my entire, through my adult life, like taking a notebook, and when you have issues, you jot down some stuff and you figure it out. And not just that, you know, when I found out they had an app for note taking, and I was using the app to take notes and write down things and figure it out. And so, you know, it's actually helped me a lot in my life to do that. And a lot of people don't want to take the time to do that, rather not be handwritten or digital, because the internet is very popular and YouTube has so much advice on it. It's got so much advice that why would you need to make a digital notebook and try to figure out things for yourself? Or why would you need to have a notebook to write things down and figure out things yourself? Well, I'll tell you, like, I'll give you an example. Number one, some of the stuff, like when you're looking for advice on things, sometimes stuff will go outside of your morals. Like for instance, you know, when I was in college, I wanted to do social development because, you know, sometimes for like jobs or careers and stuff, it's not like what you know, it's who you know can get you into places. So you run around talking to this person and being social with that person and trying to build up your social life and try to manage it. But then sometimes people be talking about take advantage of people. Do this to get what you want. Do this to get what you want. And it's kind of like, no, that's kind of crossing the line. Like you shouldn't take advantage of people to get what you want. You know what I'm saying? You need to be like upfront and just try to be the most kindest person necessary and go into social circles with the most positive intentions and doing the most positive actions you can. You shouldn't go into social circles trying to take advantage of people. I mean, yeah, trying to take advantage of people is not okay. Or like a lot of it is also like dressing in style, like in social development, like, and people, they want you to spend all your money on this and spend all your money on that just to present yourself well so that people will, you know, kind of treat you in a certain way that'll get you stuff. And what I've realized in my life is that, that kind of crosses the line because people kind of blow all their money and then they don't have any money for important things. And, regardless of how many YouTube videos you watch where people telling you to buy these Nikes because you'll look good and buy these Jordans because they'll look good, nobody cares. And nobody's going to treat you any differently. Maybe in junior high or high school, if you're wearing Payless shoes, or I don't even know if that exists no more, like, cheap off-brand shoes, maybe somebody will say. But when you're a grown person out of college, past 18, nobody cares. So, you have to recognize that. And sometimes when you, like I said, when you write down things, you can skip all those people who are giving advice trying to go against your morals. You can actually figure it out for yourself. The other thing is like a lot of people put everybody in the stereotype. You're a young white person, good looking, with money, a job, an apartment, and you have all this time to do whatever you want, meaning social development, finding a new job, doing this, doing that. And really that's not the case, okay? Really that is not the case. Like not everybody has a white collar job where they can be on the computer 24/7 looking for this opportunity and looking for that opportunity and doing this and doing that and talking to this person and socializing with that. That's not how it works. Not everybody has a job like that. You know what I'm saying? And I think when you have issues like case booking can actually prevent you from being brainwashed that people are like, everybody's the same, so you should do this, that, and the other. But not everybody is the same. Not everybody has the same resources. Not everybody, you know, has the same amount of money. It's a lot of stuff. And so you got to kind of think for yourself, right? And the third thing, and this is one thing I realized from recently watching different YouTube videos, is a lot of people are really angry, right? Especially like in social development. It's like people get their feelings hurt because what happens is, like I said, instead of figuring out how to solve problems for yourself, people and like write down things in a notebook and kind of figure out what works and what doesn't. People take a lot of advice from the internet, like I said. And, you know, a lot of people are unpredictable. Like, you can't predict what I'm going to do. You can't predict how another person thinks. You can't predict how this person's going to act. You can't predict how that person's going to present themselves. I mean, you can have like these concepts of high probability that maybe they will do that way. But for the most part, people will surprise you. And when you have a problem, you know, and you go to the internet and all these internet people who have all the answers to try to solve it, you know, and then going and it doesn't work out because, you know, people will surprise you. Well, then you go and write some nasty stuff on, you know, make some nasty videos on the internet, hating this person, hating that person, because people are unpredictable and it doesn't work out. And then people watch those videos. And then you brainwash those people into this form of hatred for this person or that person or this group of people or that group of people. And I don't think that's right. You know, you have to, like I said, figure out things for yourself. So what I'm trying to tell you is like, okay, so one of the things, like I said, I learned how to use a notebook and like figure out things for myself. You try different things, you write down what works and what doesn't. And, you know, basically that prevents people from, you know, bringing you across moral lines because, you know, you don't always want to go against your morals. That's wrong. And also, like, everybody's different. I have different resources. You have different resources. We all have different strengths and weaknesses. And so, like, you have to figure out how to solve your own problems sometimes. And also, like, just not being able to listen to angry people. Like, when you go into a problem, you want to have a clear mind and write down things and stuff you know about to solve it and not have some angry person trying to brainwash you and push you over the edge. So, you know, everybody get that notebook together and it'll help you. All right, I'm Jonathan. I'm out, y'all. Peace.